Sai Squad? It is your favorite girl in the whole world. I am the Saisha Mone't, and I am here with my lovely cousin, the owner and CEO of Lux Essentials. And I want to welcome y'all to the very first episode of my new series right here on my YouTube channel called Multi-Million Dollar Vision Mondays. This will be posted on one Monday every month. I might give y'all 2, maybe even 3. But we're going to start off, I'm going to give y'all something I can be sustainable with. So we're going to say one Monday out of every month, all right? And she is our first guest. She is our first guest on our first episode. So let's just jump right into it. So for those of you who do not know, Lux Essentials is a multi-million dollar vision given to Alexis Washington by God himself. So y'all get a taste of her one-on-one right now before she blow up. So whenever she blow up, y'all will be able to say, oh, I remember her. You know what I'm saying? All right, so first question. What does Lux Essentials stand for as far as how it affects the world?
In terms of the world, when I got the vision of the business, it was big, and it was like, it didn't seem achievable, but at the end of the day, I still knew that it was achievable. And I started off with a bigger vision, and I narrowed it down, and I said, okay, let's start with this, because I'm big on empowering and inspiring women. I'm going to school to be a social worker. I want to work in the mental health field, and one thing that I've learned as far as like being in school and stuff, when you look good, you feel good. Mm-hmm. And when you feel good, that's it. You can really do anything that you set your mind to, and I knew that I could just do more. Like, I knew I could do more than just mental health. I knew that I could do something else outside of it, but it really took for me to like pump myself up. Like, girl, you can do that. Yeah. And once I really got into that, it was like, okay, we're gonna start here. But even with me starting here, as far as being a boutique for women, I still see the bigger picture. I still see the brand, not just the boutique. So as far as the world, it's mainly to inspire and empower women. And who knows, maybe we'll venture out, we'll get something for the fellas too.
All right, fellas. All right, notice how, I just want to piggyback off of what she just said. Notice how she said it's bigger than just a boutique, it's a brand. A brand can go from a tangible physical thing that you can touch to it going, like she said, to mental health, to just emotional health, spiritual health, everything. So that brings us to the next question. Where did this vision stem from? Like, where was it birthed from?
When I first had the vision for Lux Essentials, I didn't have a name. I didn't know where to start. I just had a big idea, and it was a big girl idea. I was like, it sounds nice, but how are we gonna get there?
Yeah, right.
And it really just stemmed from like me wanting to do something else. I felt unfulfilled. I felt like I'm doing great in life, but nothing is challenging me. Nothing is making me better. I felt stagnant in a way. And I was like, okay, so I can do something. And I was watching, like, it was during the summer, and I think that I had just stopped working, and I was like, man, I really don't have nothing to do. And I was watching videos on YouTube, and I was watching a video by Sarah Jakes Roberts. I just can't think of which one it was. I watched like all of them. So I don't know which one it was, but I just was like, man, I could, do something. I could do something else outside of just what I felt like I was doing as far as me being in school. And it just came, like, you could do that. I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw another boutique that I always followed, and I was like, you can do that. Why not? Why not you,
Why not?
It's something that I love. Like, I never had time to dress up or like be cute because I was always busy. But even with me being busy, I made sure that I looked cute and I enjoyed that.
Right.
And I was like, okay, we can start there. Even though that's not the only part of it, but that's what I narrowed it down to. It was like I drew like almost like a spider web of everything that I wanted. And I said, I'm gonna start with that. And then the name came later because I had multiple names, and then I just narrowed it down.
So, well, they don't know, but I know that you are a dreamer. That God talked to you a lot of times in dreams. So did this come in a dream form first, or was it more so just like a spur of the moment type?
It was a spur of the moment. Yeah. It was very impulsive, and I just was writing things down, and I was like, well, I take that back. I didn't write it down until another day, and that was another impulsive thing. But like, I literally was just laying in bed watching YouTube, and I was like, I could have a brand. You know, I could inspire people in more ways than one.
Right.
And that's when it came. It was very impulsive. And I just was laying down watching YouTube, and I was like, I could create a brand, man. Like, I want to do something that's going to inspire and empower women in more ways than one. And it's not the first thing that I've ever really, like, big idea that I've thought of and planned to do. But it was the one I wanted to start with because I know that I can expand and do more things. So it was impulsive. I was like, wow, who would have thought, like me of all people? But I enjoy making people feel good. I enjoy inspiring people in one way. It's clothing. Like people, when you get dressed up, and it will really make a world of a difference of a day.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Sarah Jakes, if you're watching this, feel free to sponsor me. I'm definitely taking sponsorship. So that leads me to the third question. Who is your inspiration, if you have any?
I'm not gonna lie. Somebody just asked me a question, like, I was talking to my cousin, and he was like, so, like, who do you inspire to be like? I was like, nobody.
Right. Exactly.
Like, my future self?
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's no specific person that I see, like, I wanna be like them.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like I have a good idea of what, like, I want to be in the future, and I just focus on that. I focus on what I envision myself doing in the next decade. Right. You know?
Yeah, because too many people, they look at it like, I want to, like you said, I want to be like them, I want to be like
more
them. But why not
just situation?
Yeah, but why not look at your future self and say,
I think everybody is different, and especially when it comes to purpose, and I never want to be out of purpose. So if God says leave Lex Essentials tomorrow, guess what? We leave. So I never really. There are people that I like, you know, I like their things. I'm like, oh, like there's a boutique not too far from my apartment that I love going there, and it was another thing. It was like, man, if she could do it, I could do it. Right. But it wasn't something that like I want to be just like her. I do it that way. No, it wasn't like that. It just boosted me up. Basically, it gave me the confidence to do it because if somebody could do it, I was in like, you know, a bedroom sized building, I could do it out of my bedroom. Like, you know?
Exactly. So that leads me to the next question. They all just do you plan on extending Lex Lux, or do you think you're just going to keep it just strictly at fashion?
Lex Lux will definitely not just be fashion. I will say that Lex Lux Essentials is a brand in the making, and I'm very specific about what I do. Like, I'm inclusive when it comes to my models. I try to post a lot of like inspirational, thought-provoking posts. Like, I'm in the process of expanding and creating it to where it is a brand.
Okay, so we know that fashion is usually an expression of emotion and freedom, but how do you use fashion in your life, your everyday life?
I think that for me personally, where I am as far as Lexus Essentials, would really like the starting point was more so loungewear, activewear, things that you can wear and still get things done. Because I was a busy person. I am a busy person outside of Lexus Essentials, and I also want to look cute. I want to be cute when I go to the grocery store. I want to be cute when I just go to like a family event or something like that, or if I'm just around the house. Like, I want to feel good. I don't have to just feel good when I'm going out to eat or something like that. Like, I want it to be something where I feel good all the time.
Exactly.
And I want that for other women because that's something that I really pride myself in. Like, I like to be comfortable, and as long as I'm comfortable and cute, I'm good. Like, I can go to the gas station,
right?
And I'm not saying I'm put a full face of makeup on,
right.
But like, I'm gonna look like something.
Something, right.
And I just wanted that for more women because there are moms, there are business owners, there are people in school, like, they're busy and they have a life, but they also want to look cute. You want to feel good about yourself, and like I said, when you feel good, you do good.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Exactly. So next question, we dig a little deeper. So we know that you are big on inspiring. How do you, if you do, include your spirituality and your relationship with God in your brand?
First, I ask him about everything. I'm like, if you don't want me doing this, tell me. Let me know now.
Right.
Because I want to stay in alignment, because I know that that's what's going to lead to what I'm supposed to do and what I need to be doing. And I don't want anything that's going to, distract me outside of that. So I always ask God, and I pray over things before I do them. If I know that I'm planning something, I'm praying about it ahead of time. Like, I pray about it. That's the first thing. And then every now and then, my inspirational posts that I'll post on my social medias, most of them, I'm not gonna say most of them, some of them come from like Bible verses or something spiritual of that nature, but it's pretty much I pray first, and then and every night, I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes during the week he'll give me something. And when it comes to those posts, I'm very intentional about, I'm not just posting anything, because whatever I post, somebody's going to need.
Exactly.
So
that's right.
I'm very intentional about that. Whatever he gives me throughout the week, I'll post it. But other than that, I won't.
Yeah. And talking to the audience right quick, this is just another example of how ministry goes beyond church. Just her posting her inspirational quotes and her scriptures and all of that. That's somebody's church. That's church to somebody. That's her ministry right there. Her brand. That's why she calls it her brand, not just a boutique. It's called Lex Lux Essentials, because essentials can go far beyond just clothing. It can go with skincare, like she said, mental, spiritual. So that's a different way of how you use your brand to reach the hearts of people. God can use anything and anybody. It don't have to just be a minister who went to Bible school. Right. You know what I mean?
When you say the word ministry, people get scared. When you say the word ministry, people get nervous. They're like, "Oh, don't church me." But it's not about that. I don't want to jump down your throat with that.
Exactly.
But I know that of all the people in the world, something I say or do could mean the world to somebody, and that's all I need. I'm good at that because I know I did my part. So.
Okay, so next question. What do you wish was different about fashion and boutique owners? Because I know a lot of times, especially with like small businesses, there's a lot of competition. What other, well, of course I know you probably wish the competition was different, but other than that, what is some other aspects that you wish in fashion were different, and how do you plan on being that person to stand up and say, all right, I'm going to do this a different way?
For one, I think that when you say competition, I don't really look at it as competition because I feel like everybody has their own level. And there's millions of people in this world. And I can't provide clothing for a million women. Right. And the next person can't, and the next person can't. And there's a lot of things that I find like I'll have and other boutiques will have. But the only thing is, if they run out, they're going to want to get that piece from somewhere else. Exactly. It doesn't matter who has it. Okay, I want that piece. I don't care where I have to get it from. So for me, I look at it like that because I don't want to be the biggest fashion boutique ever in the world. My brand is going to be, this is only a piece of it. You know, like it's going to be bigger than that. Exactly. So this small piece of Lex Lux Essentials, I just want to empower women. Like I keep saying it, but it's the truth. I don't want to be the best of the best. I just want to be whatever I'm supposed to be, you know? Yeah. And like in terms of fashion, the only thing that I wish was different would be like, I guess, like outreach, because like there's a lot of like, being that it's so many boutiques and it's easy to be an entrepreneur now. Like it's the thing, it's a trend. Like everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Oh, I want to start a business. And I just wish that it was more like leveled, I guess I could say, because I know a lot of people that they're successful, but they also knew a lot of people before. So it made it much easier versus people like me. I'm not really out there. I'm not an influencer yet. Like notice I say yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I didn't have that large following before I started. So I'm building from the ground up. Like it's strictly word of mouth right now. And we're almost a year in. So I think that's really the only thing that I wish was different, because I look at other people and I'm like, we got the same things. The only difference is she knows a lot of people, you know? Yep. And it's not like I don't hate on them, because at the end of the day, there's room for us to all
Right.
But that's one thing that I do wish was different. I wish it was like, you know, everybody was leveled.
Yeah, like equal opportunity with everything.
Equal opportunity, yeah. Because if you know a lot of people, of course you're gonna reach a lot of people. But that's why I have to like do more marketing, and I have to, you know, separate myself, because I'm starting to think about.
And it make you appreciate it more too, so that when that moment does happen, you're not gonna look at it like, oh, let me just go blow a bag. You'll be like, hold up,
like,
let me take this all in and keep it going.
I don't want to say. So I launched in March, had to relaunch in August with everything going on and COVID and all that. So I would say in about September, I did really well in my book, because we just started out. My business is a newborn. It was like I had a couple of orders, and I was like, man, I felt good about it, because I knew, like, you know, just coming from having 3 orders in 2 months to having like 6 orders in a week, I was like, I'm happy with that.
Exactly.
You know, some people get 6 orders in a minute, but like
it means something to you because of the fact you
it means so much more.
Exactly.
It's like, I really made that. What?
Right. All right. Next question: is there any fitness gear coming soon?
Well, I do. You can say I specialize in a lot of loungewear and activewear, but as far as like fitness gear, I'm gonna leave that to my friend, because that's her, you know, area of expertise.
You want to call her out?
The station Mone't.
Me.
But
she's talking about me.
I have a lot of loungewear and activewear only because when Lex Lux Essentials, it's things that you need. And people that are busy need something to run to the grocery store, run to the mall, and, you know, bring your kids to practice or something like that. Like, that's what I wanted, and to me, that's essential.
And I'll drop that picture there. I wore the mustard tights today, and like, even though they're comfortable,
of the set, though.
I got a picture in the set, but like, even though it's like it's something cute and comfortable to wear like outside, like it's something like you literally like, oh, I got time to go to the gym. You can go work out in it too. You're not gonna want to because it's cute though, because you're not gonna mess it up. But in the event, you know, like your friend call you up and they're like, oh, meet me at the gym or meet me at the park, let's go walk. You can do all of that in there. Like you could dress it up. You can dress it up as much as you want, dress it down as much as you want. All of that.
I'm big on that.
All of that. So our final question. Tell us where we can keep up with you and support your multi-million-dollar vision. Any website, social media, give it to them.
Well, my website is luxessentials.com. She's gonna link it.
Yeah, I'll link it.
But that's my website. And then if you want to see like my inspirational posts and things like that, they're not on the website yet. So you want to go to the Instagram or our Facebook. Our Instagram is @shoplle_, and our Facebook is the same. So feel free to reach me at all of those. And my personal Instagram is Alexis Armani _. She's gonna link that too.
I'm gonna link all that.
Cause I think that's it.
Yeah. All right. And is there anything you wanted to say to the up and coming business owners? Anybody that wants to start a business and they're just like, I just don't know what to do, where to start? Any advice?
My advice would be, don't listen to the people around you. That's one. Cause you're gonna have a lot of people that's like, oh, okay, I see you, but they're like, that's all you're gonna get from them.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's something that you really believe wholeheartedly in your heart that you're supposed to do, and that you think that God wants you to do, I would encourage you to pray about it. If you pray, I encourage you to do that, because He'll reveal it to you and He will make ways out of no ways. There were many times that I felt like, I'm just doing this for me, I'm not doing this for Him. And that made me say, okay, I'll let it go, but then He'll make a way. And it's like, I wouldn't want it this bad, and you wouldn't have made that way if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely encourage you to pray about it, because He'll reveal it to you. He'll tell you what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. And if it's it could lead to what you're really supposed to do. So feel free, just go for it. If you have to believe in yourself, because you're gonna have people that do support you, but not everybody's gonna be on your team.
Mm-hmm.
So I would tell you to believe in yourself and don't let up. If you want it, you're gonna have to go for it, and it's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. And not even in the end, it's worth it. Throughout the process, you will find little things, and it's like, this is why I do this. And I just encourage you, go for it if it's something that you really believe in.
And that, everyone, is Alexis Washington, the owner and CEO of Lux Essentials. As a big cousin, I just want to say I'm a bit biased sometimes, but, I'm very proud, that I ain't gonna look at you because I'm gonna get emotional, but I just want y'all to know I'm very proud, and I couldn't have chose anyone better than her to be the first entrepreneur on the first episode of Multi-Million-Dollar Vision Monday. So be on the lookout. Like I said, we're gonna start off with one episode a month. I might surprise y'all with another one. Don't quote me though, but we're gonna try. But thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all keep God first. Make sure y'all love yourself, and make sure y'all get this bread. We out.